Brought to you by Penguin.
The Other Mother by Jen Brister. Read by Jen Brister. For my mum, for everything. In memory of Will Houghton, we miss you. You'll always be a role model to our boys. Prologue. Whatever you do, don't panic. It wasn't my first panic attack, but just like the previous episodes, I had no idea what was happening to me. I only knew that I was about to die on a cobbled street in Edinburgh on a rainy summer's afternoon. I was slap bang in the middle of every comedian's most traumatic month. It was August and the Edinburgh Festival. In that moment, as I sat hunched on my knees in a back street behind George Square, clutching my chest and gasping for breath, tears stung my eyes as I realised this really was it. I was dying. Accepting my inevitable fate, I looked up through my tears. A dog was taking a massive piss against the wall right in front of me. I watched the terrier's urine wending its way toward me, a meandering torrent of stinking yellow piss. Mesmerised, I could feel my heart grow calm and my breath come more easily. Struggling to my feet to dodge the dog piss, I registered with relief that, in fact, death was not on the cards for me that day. Fate had something very different in store for me. I am 39 years old. 39. I have just bought a house I cannot afford and, frankly, do not deserve with my long-term girlfriend, Chloe. We have been together for over 8 years. I'm a professional stand-up comedian who probably earns less than most 20-somethings when they graduate. I have no real concept of responsibility other than the legal requirement to pay my utility bills and phone my mother. I frequently fail at both of these. I'm 39 years of age. 39. You got that? I have no savings, career prospects, or security of any kind. And in just 1 month's time, 4 weeks away from this near-death experience in a dog piss alley in Edinburgh Old Town, I am to become a parent. I have no real understanding of just how much my life is about to change. I failed my adult responsibility test, but have a PhD in arrested development, and I am almost certainly not emotionally equipped to parent anything, not even a hamster. I feel sorry for 39-year-old me. Chapter 1. Before. How did I get to be such a late bloomer and all-round permanent adolescent? You may well ask. I do, often. Before we go any further, we need to go back. Back. If this was TV, at this point there'd be some eerie music and a blurry sepia tinge to let you know we're going on a flashback. But this is an audiobook, so you'll just have to use your imagination. To understand how I got here with my PhD in arrested development, we need to take a look at the young Jen Brister. I grew up in a suburb of southwest London with my Spanish mum, my English dad, and my 3 brothers. I was number 2 of 4 and a tomboy. I basically wanted to be like my brothers, i.e. a boy. You can imagine how delighted my mum was when her only daughter refused all the trappings that you would expect a young girl to enjoy. Care Bears, Cindy dolls, My Little Pony, dresses, even the girls' world styling head left me cold. I was much happier up a tree, kicking a football about or playing bundles with my brothers. Bundles, a game in which 3 of us hurled ourselves on top of the 4th. It was a lot of fun, unless you were the person underneath. I quite liked primary school. It was a mixed school with more boys than girls. I had 2 best friends, neither of whom were much into the girly stuff either. Secondary school, however, for me was like being in prison. I hated it. It was an all-girls Catholic convent school in Wimbledon. I liked the learning bit, but there always seemed to be more emphasis on telling you what you couldn't do rather than on what you could. I spent most of my time being given detention for having an attitude, which made no sense to me. Surely everyone has an attitude. If you don't have an attitude, how can you have any opinions or viewpoints on anything? Isn't that something the school should be striving towards? More children with attitudes? Apparently not. Detention for me, again. In many ways, I was a complete idiot. In other ways, I was just a lonely, flat-chested adolescent trapped so deep in the closet I might as well have moved permanently to Narnia and taken up the panpipes. As a long-term closet resident...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?